within that darkness, what, like, I don't have the words, I have the movement. Perhaps the unconscious is asking, or not asking, but what is unconscious is waiting to be seen. Like it takes us down to the very, very core of looking at, like it can just break us right down to a point to really find what is meaning for you in this life, what has meaning, what has, to really, really come so close to your own meaning of this life, and to see whether wrapped around that there are like unconscious belief systems, and because it's constantly unraveling and revealing itself. Yeah. So within the deep, deep meaning of our entrance into this life, and then the personality structures that we walk with until we don't. It's like, are you at home in meaning? Do you have your meaning in place? Are you in touch with your meaning? Like in every day, are you moved by your meaning?
The two things. One is, as you speak about that movement in, and what came in is the expression, but the feeling of it also, and the level of density and the darkness, it feels like the heart of darkness, and just meeting that.
So if we look at darkness, let's just take that for a moment. If we look at darkness, darkness is the absence of light, right? Because darkness, if you walk into a dark room, you only need a light, a small candle, and then darkness is dissipated, right? Because darkness is an absence, it's not a presence. So darkness itself is the absence of light. So if we walk into a dark room and we bring a candle, darkness can't exist for long. You get what I mean? So it's an absence. So this darkness, it doesn't have substance by itself. It's the absence of luminosity, of light, right? It's an absence. So this darkness, whether it comes from ancestral line, like whether it comes from like what came before, whatever, that it's just in your field itself, it's like consciousness, bringing consciousness to what is in the unconscious. What is unconscious in that is like another way to speak of darkness is the unconscious. So when it's conscious, there's more and more light because you can see the light is on. You walk into a room, the light is on, you see everything. It's like consciousness is light and the unconscious is, and the unseen. Because sometimes just one core belief, and it really, really starts when we are so young, we take on the meaning of the environment, what that means about me and what that means. If I believe that I don't belong, I will never, never find belonging. If I believe that I am not worthy of feeling joy and love, and that, then I will never feel worthy of that. I need to be in this heaviness. If there truly is deeply in the system a belief that I am not worthy of living a life of joy and freedom, it can never be, because you need to reconfirm that belief. You need the world to reconfirm that belief for you. So you will constantly find confirmation of that. things that confirm the deep belief, because that's what gives existence to identity. The crystallization of identification with a separate entity, there needs to be something that is like anchored in the way I see it, the way I see the world. Because if I don't have that, then I'm non-existent. So it needs confirmation of its own view all the time to have its own existence. It's a reflection of what you believe, because we are creating our reality consciously or unconsciously. We are imagining into existence. If you know that your imagination creates reality, then can you, with the light of your consciousness, consciously imagine? Like consciously imagine what you want to see, like consciously imagine what you want to come into existence, to give that, you know. But we don't trust that. We think that life is happening to us. But life is not other than what you are. It's not life happening to us. That's the existence of two. That's separation. That's duality. Life is not happening to us. Life is existentially what we are. So the one that we take ourselves to be, that life is happening to, is a level of our experience, our human experience, but is not the only level. There are many, many levels to what we actually are as life itself. So life happening to us is another level of what we are happening to this human, but it's all, there's no separation in that. So if we as life can imagine, use that imagination to experience what we actually consciously want to be experiencing, that happens to us because we are the imagining of life, this moment itself. And I was talking about what can stand in the way of this conscious imagination, this conscious creating, because we are always creating, but not always consciously, right? So what can block that is unconscious, is the dysfunctional, which is in the unconscious, where these deep beliefs in, for example, I'm not worthy of a life filled with joy and freedom, if that is not conscious, it will interrupt unconsciously.
Yes, and this is where I've been stumbling over and over, because it's like it's made conscious, it's understood deeply so often, and then when the shit hits the fan, it's forgotten.